Hey, what's up guys, Joshua Boost here and welcome back to another One Piece video. Today I have a gameplay video for you guys with the Issho deck I did a deck profile for last week, and someone requested to see some gameplay, so I was like, yep, I'll try to record some. So here we are, just a casual game between my friend Bruce on the left, who is on Blue Crocodile, which is actually one of the worst matchups for the Issho deck, and then on the right with myself playing Issho. Some spoilers though, I drew the absolute nuts this this game, so it will be showing off what the Issho deck can do. But yeah, starting with brand new here, I want the Dairos up to go second, and then add DS Drake to my hand. But yeah, Croc always has a slow start, right? Usually they don't really do anything on the first turn, and then on the second turn, like maybe Ulti or Sentomaru, but going into a black deck, it's kind of scary to play out Sentomaru this turn, right? And not just wait for the 6th Dawn, because you can just get hard punished by Kobe. Swinging 5, but he does opt to play something, but it's actually going to be the miss all Sunday. However, there are no events in his trash at this moment yet, so you will probably wait to play one of those next turn and then try to block with the miss all Sunday the turn after. However, to prevent that, as you see, I'm gonna play down Izo here to rest and then run over it with the brand new, and then swing 5 at life, which is going to take. I have 1 done remaining, so I can just untap the brand new to make sure he doesn't run it over with his leader, because it is nice to keep the brand new on the field. Just for future LoL play specifically, and I don't really think in the early game swinging for 5 or 6 makes that much different. I think the value from keeping a brand new on the field is probably a little bit higher. But yeah, he's on 5 down now, and just kind of weighing his options here. The 5 down turn once again is a little bit awkward, because yes, you can play the Sentomaru, but again it is just kind of Kobe bait because you can't activate it this turn yet, and ulti is not really worthwhile playing in this matchup, I think. So he's just gonna swing in with Crocodile for 8, leaving 2 down open, kind of signaling he has the Dragon Twister in his hand. Or it could be Mellow Beam, right? But I think most lists these days are on the Dragon Twister, because it's so strong against Law and Zoro. And I'm just gonna swing in for 5 here, and he is going to take it once again, and then he goes... I go Bunny, add Lol to my hand, and with the 4 remaining done, I'm gonna be playing down a Borsalino, so I don't really have to untap the Bunny here, because I can, if he attacks, I can just block with the Borsalino, which is fine. So now he goes to 7 Dawn, I believe, which means that it is going to be... probably the turn he's going to play Sentomaru and bring out the Pacifista, but first he's going to swing in with 6, so yeah, I'm going to block with Borsa and then also counter, of course, because I want to keep the Borsalino on the field. And like I said, he's going to go Sentomaru here, and then just get a Pacifista. Usually in the early game, it's going to be the 6k. There's not really a reason to bring out the blocker here just yet. Also, very strong ability from Sentomaru, so of course, that you actually get to see your deck, so you can kind of scan what cards are in your life. I mean, if you see there's like 0 red rocks in your deck, then you know you're gonna be feeling pretty good. But yeah, in the end, he is going to bring out the 6k Pacifista any moment now. However, we do now have the Law in hand, so if I do also have Kobe, then that means I'm setting up for a pretty big turn next turn. However, it's also my 8 Dawn turn, so there's like a couple options you could go for. Like I said, the Kobe Law play. However, just going into the A-drop Issho if I have access to it is very nice as well, because my opponent at this point definitely has more than 6 cards in his hand. And that's exactly what's going to happen, so Issho comes down here to rip 2 cards from his hand. Just showing this on curve is the best moment to do it. If he does have Miyok now, it can't out the Issho, right? So I will at least have some value from it next turn. I actually hit double miss all Sunday here with the Issho. That's kind of funny. So I do not get to clear the field here, but next turn, yeah, I will probably be, if I have access to Kobe, that is, be able to dig or to clear the field a little bit. And we do not have Drake in my hands anyway, so even if I don't have Kobe, I can at least try to get rid of the Pacifista that way and just pressure life with the remaining cards. He is on his 9th on turn now, and I think playing out Mihawk at this point is a little bit awkward, because it can't get rid of the Issho, and that kind of sets him up to get KO'd by something like a Sakazuki. He's just going to swing with Croc here, and I block, and oh, I remember now, this is actually the turn that he made a little bit of a misplay, which you're going to be seeing here. He attacks into my Borsa, I counter, and then he's just going to go for another Sentomaru effect to bring out another Pacifista, 6k once again. And then, yeah, so this is the misplay. You should have just played the 3000 worlds first, right? Then I would have probably taken life, and yeah, would have been a little bit better for sure. Gives one Don open to, you know, for the Dragon Twister next turn, so he will be able to get rid of my body, very, very likely. I do go to 10 Don now, and yeah, just the first place. Obviously gonna be the bunny to not get wrecked by Dragon Twister before I get to use her and get some value. Adding another bunny, which is definitely nice to set up for some future plays. Now, let's see. I'm going to swing 5 with. Oh, sorry, no, swing 10 with the Issho into the Pacifista. So we have to use 2 cards to get rid of my bunny, basically. So yeah, you just go Dragon Twister, put the bunny to bottom deck, and also discard a Pacifista. And now I'm just going to swing in with 5 on leader with Issho, because I do need the remaining 10 on to go Kobe into Law into Kobe. He counters this, smart enough, then I go Kobe. I pitch a Kuzan to get rid of the Sentomaru. And then, yeah, I play out Law, and this is just basically the best interaction in the deck. And I play out Kobe once more, discard Borsellino, get rid of the Pacifista. And that's gonna be the turn, so definitely looking pretty good for me. Super wide at this moment, where my opponent just has a Pacifista on the field, and it's pretty likely that I will be able to get rid of it next turn again. I'm on 2 life though, so could get pretty scary. That's really like the weakness of the Issho deck. Just having 4 life, and then, you know, decks that don't really care for blockers like red, or that get rid of them really easily, like this deck. Very, very rough. So yeah, he's going to go 3000 worlds on the Law. Still 6 down remaining. What is good though is that the Crocodile effect isn't particularly strong against this deck, because most of the cards, you know, don't really want to put them back to my hand. I mean, yes, against something like Kuzan or Borsellino, it's strong, but yeah. So he's going to swing in for 11 over the Issho here, and if I remember correctly, I didn't have a 2k counter, so I couldn't really counter it out. There's just going to swing with 5, which will take, and he's going to end the turn by playing out Kaya to dig for some more options. Going to discard 2 here, which is going to be double Mihawk. So, oh, and then he's actually going to, I already drew for turn, but he's going to be bouncing the Kaya back with Crocodile as well to get the counter value back to his hand. Which is definitely fair enough, because he is kind of low on life and low on cards in hand, so that resource is pretty important. And he's not going to play Mihawk, obviously, next turn, so definitely fair enough. I'm going to go 5 with Kobe on the leader, which he's going to take. And here I just want to really pressure, because he has 1 life left, and I also have 1 life left, so it's getting kind of scary. Going to swing with 9 here, which he's forced to counter out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So Sasaki Kaya and some 1k. And then Law comes down once again, pick up the Kobe, and the Kobe is going to get rid of the Pacifista. So that basically guarantees me another turn. So that, you know, looking kind of rough for him with just 1 life left. And no field. Even though I have to admit that my field, like Kobe, Issho, brand new, isn't the strongest necessarily to, you know, actually put on the pressure. So, yeah. It is what it is. He's debating here to use the 2 down under Crocodile to swing for 7, I think. Which he's going to play out the Sentomaru first. And this is probably the moment that he brings out the blocker, right? Because at this moment it's actually good. Or necessary, I should say. To not just lose on the next turn. So yeah, he's going to bring out Pacifista here. And then I think he's going to swing him for 7. With his remaining 2 down. Which... a little bit risky. Like, imagine I just take the attack and the last life is Punk Gibson, which is a possibility. Then that's a little bit rough. But yeah, he's going to bounce the law first, which is definitely fair. Oh, that's the reason why he first let him and Sentomaru. Okay. However, I just counter it out with the Drake and Apu. And then it's my turn. Now, there is some stuff I could do here. Like, potentially I could go Bonnie to try to dig for another law. But I think there's only 1 remaining in deck. Or that's not bottom deck, at least. Or no, I could play out the law and then like rest the Pacifista and try to go for a game like that. But that is a little bit scary since my beaters aren't really that big. So I'm just gonna try to force it out because I feel like I'm in a good position where he can't really game me anyway next turn. So I go 7-7. He takes it and then yeah, gonna play out law once again. So and yeah, Kobe's gonna get rid of Sentomaru, discard Kusan, and this basically just seals the game, right? With what's he gonna do to get back into this with the 4 cards. But yeah, that was showing off the deck because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the end of the game. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and if you do, I will see you in the next one. Yeah, pretty cool Issho showcase there.